This boy absolutely loved exercising. Simply because he couldn't use any magic at all, he trained his muscles to the absolute limit. So when the teacher taught everyone to use magic to unlock a lock, he simply used brute force to snap it open. This nearly drove the teacher crazy. She immediately scolded him. Then the teacher prepared to teach everyone how to fly on broomsticks. During practice, everyone used magic to attract the broomstick to their hands. But Jack had no magic whatsoever, so he forcefully stomped his foot on the ground, using the rebound to catch the broomstick in his hand. A classmate named Cole immediately accused him of cheating, so he challenged Jack to a flying race. Cole had learned to fly on a broomstick since middle school, so he was certain Jack would lose to him. However, as the teacher announced the start, Jack instantly appeared at the finish line. This speed directly broke the world record for broomstick flight, but Cole had no idea what had just happened. No one else understood it either. Only Jimmy saw Jack's movements clearly. It turned out that Jack had thrown the broomstick forward at the start, then launched himself like a projectile, caught up to the still flying broomstick, and then landed at the finish line together with it. Even so, Cole was still unconvinced. But just as he wanted to continue arguing, a sudden spell sealed his mouth shut. It was Mark who had walked over. He pretended to be friendly, wanting to befriend Jack. But the other students all felt Jack was doomed, because Mark was notoriously bad news.
僕はロイドキャベル。以後よろしく。お芋キャベツ。
The atmosphere became awkward for a moment. From then on, Mark held a grudge against Jack. However, since the teacher was present, he couldn't cause trouble right then. So he told Jack to come here again after school. Jack, not understanding why, agreed. It turned out that Cole's constant provocations towards Jack were all instigated by Mark. And because he lost the race, Cole ended up getting beaten by Mark. Meanwhile, through Jimmy's introduction, Jack learned that Mark was the son of a Magic Bureau official. In this world, the Magic Bureau was the absolute authority, so nobody dared to mess with Mark. Even teachers who offended him would mysteriously get fired. Jack seemed to be listening intently, but actually he didn't take Mark seriously at all. He had agreed to meet Mark after school, but because he was so focused on making cream puffs, he completely forgot about the appointment. This was the first time Mark had ever been stood up. His veins bulged with anger. So the next day, Jack found his textbook had been torn apart. Cole was gloating nearby. Then Mark asked Jack why he hadn't shown up yesterday. Jack simply replied that he had forgotten. Mark smiled on the surface, but he had already thought of a way to get back at Jack. He knew Jack's goal was to obtain the title of Divine Awakener, so he said that if Jack obediently did as he said, he could get the academic dean to recommend Jack. Hearing this, Jack believed him. So afterwards, Jack was treated like a servant by Mark. He even made Jack shine his shoes. Yet even so, when the next class came, Jack's textbook was torn up again. He had to ask Jimmy if he could share a book. Jimmy wanted to refuse, but the next second, Jack had already sat down beside him. To thank Jimmy, Jack gave him some cream puffs he had made, but this filled Jimmy with shame. It turned out that Jack's textbook was actually destroyed by him. After class, Mark approached Jimmy again, demanding that he burn Jack's clothes next time. But this time, Jimmy refused. And the consequences were predictable. Jimmy was immediately tied up. Just as Mark was about to further torment him, Jack happened to pass by. Seeing Jimmy being bullied, Jack became very worried. Seizing this opportunity, Jimmy confessed that he was the one who had destroyed Jack's textbook. Jack was shocked to hear this news. Mark assumed Jack was angry at Jimmy, and he tried